Yes, the door slams open. Familiar people burst in.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
My door.
What's going on?
Remine.
What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
Work.
I'm
Stejně
sorry
není
about
konverzace.
shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like
These
this?
symptoms. It can't be. Cholera.
Flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you s-
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Try to understand the situation. Zajímavý úkol.
What's that look on your
Cool.
face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Novillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Novillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Ah. Miss wants to dry the hair. How about you? Nepromění se v kaluž vody? Jako, i kdyby jo, tak máme jeho charakter jako gameplayově, takže by to bylo zajímavý vývoj událostí, kdyby charakter, který je vám poskytnut, zemřel z nějakého důvodu. To se nestalo. Proto nám nedali tu signoru. Proto nám nedali signoru, protože prostě věděli, že ji napíšou tak, že zemře. Takže já předpokládám, že kdokoliv, kdo se stane kartou, tak nezemře. Nebo ať se jim stane cokoliv, tak nebudou na dobro totálně super mrtví. Protože to prostě se doteď zatím nestalo, co já vím. Takže kdyby najednou nějaká hratelná postava zemřela, tak to by byl hodně divný vývoj událostí, který nemá precedens. Ale jako, ne, že by to bylo špatný, ale zatím se to nestalo, takže předpokládám, že Fremine prostě zůstane naživu a že se z toho nějak magicky vykřesá. Takže uvidíme, jak se z toho magicky vykřesá. Sigewinne examination, examinuje ho, moc o tom nevíme. She doesn't look upset, she just chce být prostě dobrou doktorkou. I hope Fremine will be okay.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however...
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Linnea has finally become start tensing his muscles on his face, and that he trusts what Sigewinne is saying.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
My siblings are okay. I am okay. Nothing's changed.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
There she is.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
They immediately come to lift Fremine up. With their help, Fremine also begins to splutter something. Hey, you're not dead! A tvoje mentální funkce možná taky
His
budou v
breathing's
pořádku.
beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Sure, když už to řekla, I have to come with you. Bylo by to neslušný říct ne teďkon.
The Duke and Clarander gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Clarande Fremine from the sea? What happened out there? Jako je pořád pravda, což v tom on nemá prsty v Rightsli, že normální mořská voda, údajně, prostě ta otevřená voda, která prostě může flowovat všude, má čím dál tím větší koncentraci těch primordial seawater složky, která vás, jak jsme viděli v tom aktu 1-2, v té první části, dvojaktový, jsme viděli, že že to Fontaine specificky promění prostě v kaluž vody a je to rozplyne. Takže možná, že to teďko není až tak super nebezpečný v této koncentraci, ale to možná end goal. Wait a minute. Co když to je ta pointa, že kdyby se ty vody vypařily s tou vysokou koncentrací dostatečnou na to, aby to rozpustilo lidi, a pak se ta voda vypařila, udělal se z ní mrak a pak to začalo pršet, tak by se vyplnila takhle ta předpověď, nevím, fucking jak se tomu říká, ne, ta legenda, že prostě všichni lidé z Fontaineu se rozplynou a pak na turnu zůstane smutný archon, koukajíc na své rozplizlé království nikoho. Ne, už se nepamatuju přesně, jak Toliny říkal tu legendu, ale prostě takhle, že se všichni obyvatelé rozplynou a archon zůstane sám. Takhle bych tomu věřil, že by se to mohlo stát, že by prostě výpary z toho by udělali déšť a pak by ta primordial seawater pršela na všechny všude ze zhora prostě. Prostě jako takový kyselý déšť, by se to dalo říct. A tyhle ty všechny teorie, co mi teďkon lítají hlavou, já miluju sestavování teorií, kdyby to někdo nepostřehl. Já prostě miluju sestavování teorií, je prostě z toho, co vím. A jako to se mi rozvíjí o té hlavě, o tom primordial seawater a co to může znamenat, mě fascinuje.
No need.
Tady má aspoň trůn. Skutku. A oni si v skutku dávají čaj a leháro po té, co Clarande udělala hodně velký fyzický výkon. Takže pochopitelný. A dojdeme zpátky pěšky do infirmary, která je v jiném podlaží. V kterém podlaží je dormitory block, to je tady v tom. Jo, tečka je na stejný úrovni. All this walking is gonna make me really stupefied. Konečně. Well, now the drama's over. Aspoň nikdo není zmatený jak sáňky v létě.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Where?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happens after you snuck... What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes.
Neříkej, že máš taky sklerózu.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Jestli v tomhle mačát prsty nějakým způsobem, ty vole. My odehrajem za něj tu minulost. Snad ne. Ne, zdá se, že je to cinematic.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Wow, my odehrajem tu minulost. To je docela cool. Nahoře opravdu nic není, jako třeba nějaký tajný beden. Ne, že bych se tam za Fremine Towny dokázal dostat. Whoop. Tam jsem kousek zastavil, dobrý, to přežil. Okay.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Rotatenout platformičky. A se přejdeme. There we go. Nějaký buton, tak ho presnu. A platformování s druhým podložím, cool. Budeme se jiný točák na jinou funkci. There it is.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
I see. Oh, that makes sense. Je tam lehká konstrukční chybka. Doufajíc, že tohle dělá stejnou funkci, ať je to na jakýmkoliv podlaží. Ano. Kdyby mě donutili jít až tam dolů, jenom abych to otočil, abych šel pak nahoru, ty vole, jak mě by snad kleplo. Že teď to rejznou. Že dole není žádná konstrukční chyba. Boom, boom, boom. Door of resurrection activated, huh? Which one? I don't see any green door. Krabice tady na straně random. Well, he died. Fell to death. I have 10 revives. Já mám limitovaný počet revivů na to. Wow. To jsem netušil. Skákali jsme dolů.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Teďkon pro něj z budoucnosti víme, že to je Primordial Seawater Infused, takže teďkon divuje v toxické vodě. Cool for him, I guess.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should... there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
And you don't make it anywhere. No, wait. Jo, bývaj mu hápka. Mám pár krabiček s jídlem. Pár meaning 196.
I can't die here.
Don't be so dramatic.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Come on. Že tam byl zablokovaný. A žádný stopy, prostě ty stopy po lidském kontaktu tam prostě skončily.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Fine, I'll go talk to him then.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Le Deluge. And what the fuck is that trapdoor about? To je prostě jenom trapdoor, který je rádoby trapdoor, ale co si pamatuju, tak nikam ani nevede moc. Není v něm za tím trapdoorem něco super amazing. Takže je to pravděpodobně jenom booby trapdoor. Prostě je to jenom léčka pro lidi, kteří vlastně jsou příliš zvědaví. Anyway, let's get the final information. Clarenda a Rachel budou dostatečně vyrelaxovaní po čajíčku. Takže spusť.
Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sigewinne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Claran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Do enlighten us then, as much as you like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them earlier then?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
Kind of, yeah.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremenet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Claran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Ha,
As a
má
champion
normální
duelist,
peníze.
Miss Claran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremenet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving.
Thank you.
Had conditions not been as
Aspoň nějaký kredit na naší stranu.
he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone is existing.
That's not something
What
you
about
should
it?
be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremenet.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
Potýkáme se s Abyss Orderem a všemi těmi jejich kočkovinami, který oni vařej. Takže jako give it to us. Jakýkoliv answer máš, dobrý nebo špatný, máme, ať to nebude mít rádi sebe víc, give it. Věřím, že Lumine je s tím plně srovnaná a připravená.
hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Yep. The answer to Forbidden Zone? Je to v jeho vlastní kanceláři.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Je to prostě výtah. Everyone take a position on the second plane begins to move downwards. Skoro jako výtah. A takový možná trošku víc primitivní, protože není tak zdobený ani tak rychle.
This is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is what?
What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
No, Lumine má lehký apprehensions proti všem, co jsou v tom Child of the Heart a v tu organizaci jako takový, takže by to nebylo až tak out of character.
Stand back.
Ty gatey tam jsou 3. Dobrý, otevřel. Kdyby všechny 3 se neotvíraly najednou, ale jedno po druhý, to mě bych skleplo asi. And what is in the middle, I wonder?
Have a look.
Jestli to bude zaviňovat tu Primal Seawater vody jeho nějakého vlastního časostroje, ty vole, to bude taky goal. It's really empty with nothing remarkable in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's a device smack dab in the middle, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
Temperature?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered
Water
both of those
pressure?
as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is currently leaking into the sea?
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
If this gate falls, all of Fontaine will be falling along with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! we'd be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea. Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished.
Takže máme další lore drop. Samozřejmě Khaenri'ah zabila všechny archony, kromě Venty a Zhongliho. A Raiden A, která žila celou dobu, ale byla jenom druhý housle, než se stala hlavním aktem. Takže ona kind of. A všichni ostatní archoni zemřeli, takže i Hydroarchon, takže máme její jméno. Egeria. Nice.
The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
No, člověk se nemusí zajímat o profesi, ale ta profese se může hodně rychle zajímat o vás. Takže plně pochopitelný.
Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So as the Duke of Meripede, just what is your plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone. Huh?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Ed who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta
Wow.
admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
Wow.
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
She makes the place more magical than it really is.
Everything's super cool.
Isn't this just a room with a view?
Let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Whoa. Projection
What a huge
of a ship.
ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty.
Lemurian nebo Remurian? Pravděpodobně sl, ale r, protože to není copyrightnutý nebo nějak nebezpečný.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share some of the plan?
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh,
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
It means that my actions now will decide the next step Linny's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Linny the truth, I must make him understand we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
yeah. We'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
We will, don't worry.
I look forward to what happens next.
Jo, bude to určitě hodně velký cirkus. Return to the infirmary. Yep. We shall make our way there on the double. Hello.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Wriothesley and Sigewinne.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, he
Will I get
explained
the choice?
everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
But it sounds a lot more like his old self. So are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sigewinne is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us.
Jo, to bylo hodně sudden, no. Nejdřív je prostě mu úplně volný a zdá se, že o ničem neví a najednou prostě jsme přímo v jeho
I
kanceláři.
spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Oh, he really is trying to grasp the big picture for real.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
I have the entire cake. After deliberation, you'll tell him everything, while sharing with yourself empathize there is not time for disputes, and empathize that no conflict can happen. No panic.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The 2 of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the 3 of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
We can work together if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
What was that?
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Yep, but
I feel like I should try to become someone more capable of helping.
You're incredibly helpful. Lenny thinks so too.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself, but aren't you just like that as well?
Go to the cafeteria. Lokalizovaná ne až tak daleko ode mě. Což velmi cením. Ah, fuck. Well, tak to je mrtvá.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Hey!
Here for dinner too, Miss Sigewinne? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat?
You can choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
You have the tastiest stuff you have to offer, with the biggest portion of it.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon! No problem. Just leave it to me.
You initially order like this prior solely on mug, your dish bursting with flavor. Drinks to you, they taste a little strange, but she's very nutritious. You say gently they taste but this way sour or something.
So delicious.
To byla hromada textu a příliš rychle. Yep, všechno pohodě. Amazing! Free dinners are absolutely best.
Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious.
Exquisite. Besides the milk, I mean, everything was delicious anyway.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Yes.
Sigewinne, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister?
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nerville would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
That doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside his office at all.
Night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Yep, she's dead. Oh, sorry. I choose to jak prohodíme slova.
Ah, it's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sigewinne really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Risley invited you to come down to help.
Oh, it was just...
Still, Paimon
That's
didn't
me,
know
man.
even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewinne and the Duke?
Miss Sigewinne was with you. And the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
Well, thanks to Neuvillette. It's technically a work trip for us too.
Things will be getting
Prawda.
messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
And she is gone. I made her disappear. Which teleport is on there? There we go. Je to na druhé straně, než potřebuju být, ale sure. Mezi tím budu sbírat adventurer bandany, jako by to byla mé práce. Jsem jich za tenhle díl sebral několik. Dokonce je polárma. Wow, wee.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm also getting there. Deepo's in bed. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Wow. Good night. The next couple days are going to be very interesting.
Wait! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
Can't the end of the world just wait around a little bit? What is that sound? Come on, wake up. We need to see and explore. Nothing over here. Já jsem Leholin se doufal v další child vizi, ale výsledně asi už nedostanem.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, what? What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah! There you are!
Gusto!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Maroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said it's going to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, is the gate really at the very bottom?
Oh no, it can't be that thing.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If
Jo,
you're
teď to řeknou.
Slayer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Yeah, now you say it. Nejdřív to musíme slyšet od jiného zdroje, aby jsme to slyšeli od reproduktoru. I see how it is. The secret chamber is open. No a já se podívám nahoru, protože by to let's kdo neudělal. Anything new? Doesn't look like it. Ale kdyby náhodou. Well, let's go towards the thing. Cinematic. Uh-oh.
They're here.
Yep.
Just like I said.
Uh-oh. Jo, ta ručička už nemůže ani zůstat na místě.
But be ready to run.
Okay. To je hodně velký přívalák. Freeze it! To nevydrží na dlouho. To si ani nemyslete ani náhodou. Jo. To je jenom extrémně dočasný. Jestli to nevydržel kovová zátka, tak jako ledový krystal to nevydrží ani náhodou.
3, 2, 1.
Make it, make it, make it. Slide! Wow! Phew.
This won't hold it for long.
Ne, ani náhodou.
Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Up. Run! Ta voda se nevykouká pryč.
How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
To je, zelektrizuje tu gateu, aby zůstala zavřená, nebo co? No, dali té vodě extra prostor, do kterého se rozšířit, než začne tlačit na ty dveře, takže... Jsou tam ještě 3 dveře, takže musí rozbít každý z nich. Separátně. Jump!
Traveler, I need you to head to the opera house immediately.
No.
Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
You have to head there and stop the fucking thing from happening. Týpek je extra super silný a má hydrovizi, takže předpokládám, že on bude mít extra powers pro to. Já tady nemůžu odolat. Nom. Když už tu je ten hydroakulus, tak ho samozřejmě musím sebrat. Jako, mě by zajímalo, co vlastně chtějí s tou Furinou, nebo jako s hydroarchonem. Protože jako, oni ví, že nemá ten gnosis. Jako tu věc, po čem Fituji prahnou. A co si chce Arlecchino Knave vypůjčit, než to dá ty carice. Tak jo, ona ví a řekla v tom té první schůzce, co nám ukázali, že ona ví, že to nemá. Takže jako jí to nemůžou sebrat, takže co jinýho s ní chtějí? Jako ji přetáhnout na svou stranu, nebo co?
Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
I'll do my best. Anyway, aplikoval jsem na Farinu menší vizuální makeover, který se mi líbí, takže možná některý poznají její novou identitu. Dobrý, je to cinematic, takže se to nepočítá. Cool. Hi.
So you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler.
Yes.
I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave, one of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
Yes, we know. This is the knave, the head of the House of the Hearth and Linny's siblings' father. She does not seem easy to deal with. Pleasure to meet you too.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, We actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
She seems friendly enough on the surface, but that can't be all there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. They should be very cautious around her.
What do you think of this cake?
It's good. It's quite tasty. I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Chad should have no reason to set something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Farina looks nervous. It might sound kind of bad blood between them.
Oh,
or
so
something.
you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette.
I did manage to fill in a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
My Mayho vision.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
Nasa of alcohol. That Paimon statement just let us far too wide open.
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed either.
That is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
He's turning up the pressure. Not sure I'll be able to convince her at this point. But I can at least try to distract her from Farina. Sounds good to me, yes?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Oh, no. Hey, Neverlette's there. Damn.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Hey, he's here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Maybe he has the gnosis all along.
day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Okay. Že to byl výsledek nějakého soudu, že země byla odsouzena k záhubě.
All right.
A on
Seems like the
to
problem inside has
overturnul.
been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
That is a big question mark. Taky závisí na tom, co je jejím cílem.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Debatovali jsme už o Childovi, což byl jedna z těch větších point to. Takže don't say that.
As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
She's the most clueless and actually weakest Archons. Like, come on. O cože je ona ta nejslabší?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
No, ona chce jenom prostě zastavit tu profesi a být na 110% jistá, že se to nestane. A nebo když se to stane, takže to dokáže být poraženo. Ale totálně jí vysírá to, že ona s tím nedělá nic.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone.
Any proof of that?
No. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
She's not acting like usual. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. It's not a front she's putting on.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
Was that a lie? Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence, but now she just deflated right back into sadness.
Machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
Detektor byl prostě zakódovaný nějak do jejího bytí, kdy prostě, když fakt začne jít do tuhýho, tak fakt se začnou věci dít a začne vědět věci, co kde s čím pohnout. Ale jak to prostě nehoří, anebo prostě lidi na ní neřvou, ať něco udělá, zachrání je, tak prostě se to zase vybublá pryč jak pára nad hrncem.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal? And what
to bylo taky mystery.
With the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium.
Oh, to už jsme nevěděli.
But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
These aren't new topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Nouvillettes tasks really was. I had to guess he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea and stop it. But could he really have sealed it away by himself? And is Farina being truthful or about the knowing stuff and it being confidential, or nebo má prostě nějakou double-sided nature?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
The Empress change the topic and brings a number of less significant matters. So everybody relax, the feeling becomes something.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Of course.
Paimon's coming too!
The tea party turned out to be even... Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Sure. Jenom máš na zádech něco takového, nevím, neurčitýho, nevím. Nevím, co by to mohlo být, ale you'll find it out. We will find out what that is, surely. Yeah, prostě follow the knave to the exit, sure. Že ta oratrice konstantně střádá gigantická kvanta té energie. A jo, mal bych nový zónu. Střádá to gigantická kvanta té, nevím jak se to jmenuje, té judgment energie a nespenduje ji nějak. Ona to nespenduje na něco, nebo jestli jo, tak to potřebuje jenom minimální. A 90% prostě z toho si prostě většinu z toho nechává pro sebe někdy v nějakém zásobníku. A Liny se jenom přiblížil k té místnosti, ani do ní nevstoupil, jenom se přiblížil k těm dveřím do té místnosti a byl hodně kontaminovaný silně. Těžko říct, jestli to neřekli nám, jestli je to radioaktivní, nebo jestli to je na principu radiace, nebo jestli to je nebezpečný jedou.
Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say, really?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about, really.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Is there really nothing else you want to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside
that is a
of
head
our
scratcher.
disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Yes, a very
And
interesting
that's
perspective.
everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
I...
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you!
Wow.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. but I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone.
Aww.
She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis.
Possibly.
If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Writhsley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Nice plan, nice plan. Love it.
You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Damn.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Yay.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
I'm sure too. Neverlet!
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neverlet, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Furina.
May we ask about the details of the Down Under?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
That's what happened on our side. You recount the happenings of the party.
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you something?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the sea. Does it mean you have some deeper connection within the Archondom of this country?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the Fortress Merope? Did you manage to predict those anything which
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Because he's mourning the turn of events. On řekne, že všechno je, že budoucnost bude smutná a počasí je smutný. The clear sky filled with dark clouds, everything became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. Just moments before, Nova has mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to the legend what Fremine said, it's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud and pour out rain. Wait, Nova, you can't be...
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Aha!
Furina?
Neverlet, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Ah.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, You are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
Sure. See you later, Neverlet.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Yay. We finally asked the question. A to je zlatý disk. Najednou je za stolem. What is this?
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is the food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Hooray! Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Return to the dormitories.
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork, so don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
Okay. Leave. One more sleep. Jo, to je zase na druhé straně tady to s tím teleportem. Ten teleport se není blízko vůbec ničemu. Mě na tom sejří asi nejvíc. Vždycky, když potřebuju tady nahoru, tak potřebuju na druhou stranu od něj. There we go.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It's a huge weight is off our shoulders.
Sure feels that way.
Regain freedom.
But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Usually, you just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true! Alright. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like, we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
That's because we're the best team there ever was.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Then, good night to you, traveler.
Good night to you too. Tentokrát spí. Chillem k sobě. Místo Obráceně. Oh, no, čádová vize! Jsem si říkal, jestli to bude někde zmíněný, sakra. Jako máme jeho vision a prostě nothing comes of it. What? Primordial Seawater Whale? Vypadá to na nějakou velrybu, jako vystřiženou z jeho konstelace. Ale není z Fontaineu, takže se nerozpustí. To be continued. Cataclysm's quickening. Deluge of wrathful waters. A dělám pár vykřičníků tady. Tady to je jenom, abych si to vyzvednul. Wait. Vlastně dodělali Archon Quest, což se nestává jen tak. Takže tady pár věcí navíc. Akt 5. Masquerade of the Guilty. Jestli něco tenhle statement nepřipomíná, tak to, jak když zašlo do Tujího a když Nate Arlecchida zatlačila Furinu do kouta, tak najednou prostě promluvila, jak prostě má plán a jak všechno je vymyšlený, ať si nemyslí, že prostě vůbec nic se neděje na pozadí. A pak jak prostě všechno bylo vysvětleno, tak najednou prostě splasknula zpátky jak balónek. Takže jako... Jestli tady někdo má nějakou guilty maškarádu, tak je to Furina. Protože jako to bylo hodně divný. Což ta Lumina i sama call-outnula ve svém vnitřním monologu, že prostě aktivně zatlačila prostě tu její ofenzívu tým Navy prostě zpátky a prostě se úspěšně ohradila a zatlačila jí zpátky. Ale pak, jak bylo všechno vysvětleno, tak zase splaskla do té svý celebritský prostě naivní formy. Což jako... What's up with that, huh? To je jako je to otazníček na budoucnost. Pro který nemám víc než musings a nějaký prostě pomyšlení, co by se s tím mohlo stát. Další je tady, koukám, wait until the next day. This is the day you get out of prison. Complete the paperwork. Jelikož pravděpodobně... Tady vezu notenčky. Le Deluge. Fremen recalls what happened to him. Secret of the Blue Water. Villain history and secret of Fortress Meripede. Learn of Nevdovet's true identity. Out of the eons. Že ta dračí síla je síla nynějších draků plus archonů dohromady. A oni jenom ustřihli tu dračí sílu a sformovali z toho svoji vlastní archon sílu. Že ta archon síla je originálně dračí síla, kterou prostě jenom jim ukradli. And complete Cataclysm's quickening. Takže jsem chtěl, jelikož budu na tomhle světě aktivnější po pozadí víc než pár minut, tak rovnou uvidím, co se stane. Return to dormitories. Rovnou odbydu, dokud to nebude někde jako za nějakou stěnou. Sometime passed since the incident at the fortress and your sentence is almost finished.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Meripede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now.
Yeah. To je kapitola pro příště. Masquerade of the Guilty. Poslední kapitola. Že pak to je akt 6 a to je zase od toho chuje, ty vole, jak se jmenuje. Ten... Ty vole, já už jsem zapomněl úplně, jak vypadá, jak jsem dlouho neviděl. Ten Kanria chuj. jak má tu masku, nebo něco vypadá jako maska, ty vole, je takový černo, tmavě modrej. Nevím, jak se teď jmenuje, ale s tím týpkem, vole, jak má ty Abysorter věci. To je akt 6. Zase, protože samozřejmě to bude akt separátní na to. A nás čeká v budoucnosti poslední Fontaine akt a budeme moct přemostit zanedlouho na Natlan. Teďkon aktivně z Natlanu se přemostuje přes Interludo na Sněžnáju a Interlude quest je Paralogium, nebo nějak tak, Paralogism, což je návrat do Mondstadu, co vím, protože to bylo prostě na přebalu, je to o tom thumbnail v tom launcheru, myslím, nebo prostě je to velmi jednoduchý prostě vidět ten obrázek s tím. Že je to paralogism a je s tím spojená Venty a Mondstadt a něco se tam děje zase, což zajímavý, že se vracíme do Mondstadu, bylo fucking na čase. A to je about it. Tam pak si popojdeme s receptionistou později a my se tady rozloučíme. Příště nás bude čekat zase hromada side story questů plus některý tady z těch 3 nebo 4 s tím Palefirem, I guess. Ty taky musím sdělat co nejrychleji, protože jsou to velký questy, občas jsou hodně dobrý, ale většinou jsou takový nic moc. Ale chci jim taky věnovat epizodu, i když to je nejvíc filler epizoda, co existuje. A to bude asi vše. Ne, se nezapovídám do nekonečna. Řekl jsem vše, co bylo asi nutno říct. A my půjdeme na vyspělou. Prostě I desperately wanna pee. Also, taky nice, že už břicho nekručí. Je to prostě I'm hungry, give me food. I'm like, shut the fuck up, fuck you. A teď o hodinu, 2 později, kdy jsem prostě ignoroval hlad, najednou nemám hlad. Prostě kouzelný. Takže jdeme se spát. A pro nynější banner na návratový banner, kdy jsem se navrátil k děláním videí po dlouhý odmlce, je Escoffier. Cryo Pole Army User, který dělá dortíky, a Navia, naše kanonýrka, jedna z nejefektivnějších postav, který mám. Plus Layla, Cryo Shielder, docela fajn, když nad můj accidentally level 90 content jako Pak samozřejmě Ororon, kterýho jsme nedostali, ale máme další šanci, je to elektrický lukař, si pamatuju. A tady ten týpek, který se myslím jmenuje Ifa, co jsem viděl z promočního nějakých to materiálu a co čekuju banery minimálně. Že i když nehraju nebo prostě se nevěnuju Genshin, tak pořád čekuju banery a nějaký novinky vůbecně. Takže z toho důvodu, že dáme Naviu, tak dáme Escoffier, logicky, protože 5-starový konstelace mě nějak nezajímají. Jestli prohraju 50-50 a dostanu konstelace na nějakého jiného 5-stara, tak proč ne? Jako I'll take it. Jako 5-starové konstelace jsou taky docela useful a silný. Teď máme skoro 100 pulů, takže dáme double pull minimálně, možná trojpull. A uvidíme, jestli budeme mít 50-50 šanci na Escoffier v budoucích pár dílech. Protože bych rád dosáhl minimálně toho pity lineu na 80 a zjistil si, jestli ji dostaneme nebo ne. Plus jestli padne Ifa a Ororon, 2 postavy, který nemám ani jedno z nich, tak to bude taky bombový. Tak nekoukám se, budu doufat v nejlepší, minimálně 4-stary, který nemáme 2 z nich. U Wi-Fi ani nevím, co má za element. To jsem už zapomněl. Definitivně jsem to viděl, ale už jsem to zapomněl. Možná Anemo. Další Anemo bojovník. Anemo fightři jsou hodně iffy, obzvláště 4-staroví. Jestli někdy zavedou nějakou validantní reakci mezi anemem a dendrem, tak to bude jako totální jako banger. Ale zatím se nic neděje. Ale myslím, že bylo zmíněno, že budou vyvíjet novou reakci mezi ledem a dendrem. Jako sníh a dendro. Takže bude vytvářet nějaký ledový dendrokrystaly, který pak nějak dají damage. Což je velmi fajn. A je tu Ororon!
I'm Ororon from the Masters of the Nightwind. Want some vegetables?
Natlan.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to sell anything to you or get anything in return. There's no rhyme or reason for it, really. I just like to see what every seed grows up to be, so I end up with a lot of produce. As long as my vegetables wind up in the stomach of someone who enjoys them, that's all that matters.
Cool. So one new person is in the bank, Ororon. Takže zbývá Ifa. Případně nějaký konstelace na Miss Laylu. Její Cryo Shield je docela hodně plošně useful. A nějaký bonusový combat abilities on the side by byly taky fajn. Takže dáme druhý půl a uvidíme. Už tak s Ororonem jsem hodně spokojený. Dobrý, takže třetí půl ani nebudeme muset dávat. Pokud nedostanu teď 4-starovou zbraň. To bych nad tím zauvažoval. Obzvláště když těch půlů mám teď 100, tak minimálně teď z začátku můžu se trošku rozšoupnout. Hey, yes! Je to tam! Hell yes!
As an esteemed guest of the divine, you deserve the finest cuisine Teyvat has to offer. I hope my work is satisfaction. If you have an interest in the culinary arts, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful world of oak cuisine. I just hope you're mentally prepared for the undertaking. I don't tolerate a quitter.
Vítej. A neb jak říká komunita, přišla domů. She came home. Když nevím přesně, co znamená, jaká je pointa to, ale I'm happy. Thank you, Genshin gods. Escoffier! Yes! Jeden po druhém, mě se skládám všechny, ale. Mark my words. Hey, Shifa!
I'm Aoife, a sorrow vet from the Flower Feather clan. You've probably heard some things about me.
Holy shit!
It's all good. Whatever impression you have of me, I say let's wipe the slate clean and just get to know each other. Oh yeah, then there's this little dude. That's Kakuku, my assistant. Sorrow vet in a different sense of the word, I guess. I hope the two of you will get along.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Wow, já vám říkám, já se skládám, vole, celý seznam těch lidí. Já prostě, ten luck, co jsem teďkon předvedl, je out of this world. Nejenom, že získám Ororona, kterýho nemám. Nejenom, že získám Ifu, kterýho nemám. Ale ještě Escoffier, kterou taky nemám. Prostě všechny 3 postavy, který nemám, vole, z těch 4, všechny je dostanu, všechny. A Navi už taky mám, takže to prostě tam už je prostě moot point, tam prostě už nemá smysl. Well fuck, když dostanu 5-star drop znova, tak to bude jenom kopie Escoffier nebo kopie Navi, který už mám. Takže jenom wastenu potenciál na novou postavu. Což je docela škoda, ale jako teď jako chci se prokousat dalším příběhem, takže jako I'll go for it. Podle toho, jak bude Escoffier užitečná v boji, tak jestli bude aspoň trošku užitečná, tak klidně budu pulovat na ní, kdyby náhodou. Jinak Navia je velmi velmi powerful, takže to by nebylo úplně od věci. Můžeme koupit nějaký fejty, už jich mám kulatých 80, tady jich mám 54. Možná překopím tady jeden, 55, to bych jich měl. Well. Já se zajdu off screenu, jednom. Tak, let's see you. All of you. 3 nový postavy v jednom díle. To je rekord. To je normálně rekord. Aroron, a young man from the Masters of Nightwind who instead lives in the wild. Zajímavé. Takže má look. Preferuje atak nebo energy recharge. Artefakty. Atlantský nějaký set. To je taky asi. A co má tady ty přemodování? Atak, elektro, hodně crit rate, takže... Jo, a taky energy charge, takže... Jasně. Kolik má střel? 3 výstřely, wow, to je chudý. Ty piče. Horror man, že typickou technique as a spirit orb in the shade that throws at his foe. Takže hází elektro orb za damage. When the opponents are nearby, the spirit will bounce between them. Takže něco jako řetězový blesk, akorát místo provazu elektriky je to elektrická kulička, která prostě bouncuje mezi nepřátelmi jako ping-pong. Cool. Orb will disappear after 3 bounces. To sedí. Increases gliding speed for your own party members, not stackable with the same things. Ultina, Dark Voices Echo. Auroron works as an ancient ritual with the working. Dealing Night Soul damage, AoE, summoning for the Supersonic Oculus, continuously taunts nearby opponents and attracts attacks from them. Takže to tahá aggro a ještě to dává nějaký AoE damage. To bude nějaká jako summon věc, podobně jako Mona dělá svým skillem, jako tu vábničku, která pulzuje vodou. Tak tohle bude nějak jako, že pulzovat elektrikou a ještě jeden vábit k sobě. To bude na podobný bázi. A continuously rotates and fires off sonic waves that deal nice damage. V podstatě. Trošku jenom přečtu skill a burst a jenom tady tu věc, protože kdybych měl číst úplně všechno, tak to tu budeme ještě hodně dlouho. Tady to má odemčený od začátku taky. Já jsem přečetl tady Phlogistonation a moje oči už vše prostě shaderem. Prostě to bude nějaký Natland specifická věc, kterou se musím zajímat. Dál Ifa, ten říkal, že je nějaký dinosauří doktor a má revolver v kapse, what? Jo, je Anemo? Jo, je Anemo. Efficient Lokan. He is Spellcaster Boy. Okay. Anemo Spellcaster. That's interesting. Ale má revolver v kapse. To mi neříkejte, že něco nebude. Right of the Spelling Winds. Performs 3 attacks, Anemo damage, chudá trojka, jasně, I see how it is. Consumes a certain amount of stamina and fires off a shot. Takže to vypadá, že na charge attack vystřelí z pistole Anemo. Což tady má nějaký modrý nábojnice v tom, nebo ty tyrkysový, takže to vypadá, že fakt bude střílet jako spellcasting. Skill. It's time for Real Bash Bros to step up. Ifa kills Cuckoo in his backup. After using this skill, he gains Night Soul points. He will hover with Cuckoo's help. When he uses normal attacks and save, he uses different kind of supporting fire. Tap for the continuous fight next shots. Do not so heal. Will heal nearby party members, pokud hrajete v multiáku, I suppose. Additionally, holding the elemental skill while Knight's Operation calls him to use plunging user Knight's and plunging attack, letting it... Máme ještě ty trial runy, takže si to bude moc osát, nejenom přečíst. Ifa je trošku komplexnější než Ororon. Fire is a therapeutic sedative at an opponent. The sedative will explode on impact, creating a restraining wind current that pulls nearby objects in, dealing night soul damage. When the therapeutic sedative hits an opponent affected by an element, it will apply a sedation mark on them. To je taky zajímavý. This effect will explode after a short delay and disappear, dealing AoE damage aligned with the corresponding element. The mark can be applied to maximum 4 opponents. Dvě pasivky je rovnou odemknutý. Tactical bandaging, have a phlogiston, when the current active party member has less than 40%, will consume phlogiston to restore the HP. This effect can trigger. Takže pokud má party member méně než 40% APEK, tak je vyhealuje na těch 40 APEK, I guess. After his knight's opponents are exhausted, he will switch to consuming phlogiston to maintain his blessing. While in an area with phlogiston mechanics, when that time he can use knight's soul transmission. When the active character is at the height of the area following a card, switch another knight's soul blessing stand again. Nevím, co to znamená. Not gonna lie. Všechno skipnem na test run těch dvou separátně. Že nejdřív Ororon, to ten, koho pobírám. Jeho ultina by měl fungovat jako skill Mony, akorát elektro. A má bouncující elektrokouly, něco jako řetězový blesk v různých hrách. Prostě elektroaplikace na několik animáků na jedno. Okay. Jo, to je stejný jako má citlály. Že vylítne nahoru a pak nějak jako se může snést dolů. Jo, akorát teď, jak je v natlanu, má ten phlogiston, nebo jak se tomu jmenuje, tak tak to konzumuje ten phlogiston a pak jako citlé to bude konzumovat staminu. OK, zajímavý zaměřovač. Teď se vlastně uvědomuji, že jsem nikdy nedržel takhle to levý tlačítko myši na to vypálení, protože to hned cancelne tu střelu. Já jsem vždycky používal separátní ten button na to R-ko, což vás takhle v tom nechá, i když vystřelíte. Takže na quickshoty je fakt lepší ten mouse button. Tak je se s tím vylítnutím. Mám víc věcí, mi neříkejte. Jo, consume stamina, consume phlogiston instead. You can hold this normal attack consume stamina to enter aiming mode. Wait, holding aiming mode is I don't know, leap up high, what's the party? To má ještě... Wow, okay. Sure. Se prostě může vznášet nad zemí a prostě tam damageovat. Ultina. Yep.
Show my sword.
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
Vyplivne kuličku, která tam nějak pracuje, moc ji nevidím. A tohleto pak prostě je AOEčko, který prostě takhle dává damage jako ta jako skill money, part elektro. Je vidět, že jim to dává agro, jako že jako jdou zatím, že jsou distracted.
Not too far now. Time to
Nope.
say hello.
Let's end this. Okay. Roron je velmi zajímavý chlapík. Dokázal by challengenout usefulness Fischl. Jako Fischl má Oze jako svoji elektrocentrinu, kterou může nechat na poli. Takže jako to je taky usefulness měrka sama o sobě. Ale jako Roron není špatný. Jako nějaký sekundární damage, nebo že prostě ho piknete, vyplivnete skill nebo burst a pak zase přejdete na svůj main damage, na to je dobrý. Že má kuličku, která skáče neustále, i když tam není na fieldu. Pak ještě ta ultina, která ještě tahá agro. Takže to je definitivně...
Let's go.
OK. Jo, on se prostě může držet malinkýho ptáče a on prostě takhle letí. Nějaký fucking Dr. Dolittle, ty vole. Wow, on pak střílí z těch revolveru, ty vole.
Mind the wind. Come here, you little rascal.
Samozřejmě může lítat o hodně díl, než by mohl lítat jinde. Jako v Natlanu se mu to lítá, to prostě má téměř nekonečné lítání. A samotný Ororon. Jo, rychlejší. Kání, zase a... Wow. Myslím, že je prostě AOE a nemo a tak je relativně jednoduchý. Jako kdybych musel bojovat proti 80kám, tak by to bylo fajn. Jenže já kdybych ty monstra viděl prostě v reálu, tak prostě by to nebyly 80ky, ale 95ky aspoň. To mě sejří nejvíc. There we go. To byl náš casual boy run. Ale samozřejmě ještě musíme prodloužit tuto už tak dlouhou epizodu. Pokud ji nerozdělím na dvě půlky, což možná jsem udělal. Vy vidíte ve vaší přítomnosti, jestli jsem to rozpůlil na dvě půlky nebo ne. A uděláme to celkový time ještě další tím, že Ty teďkon separátně prostudujeme Escoffier. The ex-head chef of Hotel de Brod, renowned throughout Fontaine as the patisserie supreme and vanguard of precision gastronomy. On to je její ocas? Mě říkejte, že je nějaký taky yokai, ty vole, nebo něco takového. Supreme vanguard of precision gastronomy has incomparably strict standards when it comes to cooking. Jsi ta spíra. What kind of thing you like? Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Podle toho, jaký má artefakty. Still being tabulated. Dává smysl. What do you have? Kitchen skills. Nevím proč, ale to mě pobavilo. Prostě kitchen, prostě úplně první. Normál tak kitchen skills. 3 spear attacks, wow, to je chudý. Prostě Venti má 6násobný arrow attack. 6násobný. A tady ty týpci prostě mají 3, 4 a můžou být rádi, ty vole. Consumes a certain amount of stamina. Low temperature cooking. True meaning of cooking is good of different cooking techniques when you tap or hold, but rest assured each of them is Fontaine's pride and joy. Activates her spectrum multi-use cooking mech and deals AoE cryo damage to nearby opponents. Cooking and cold storage mode. Follows the current active character and fires frosty parfaits and nearby opponents. Takže něco jako Oz, že prostě vyhodí věc, která prostě dealuje damage, single targetovej. Akorát, že to ještě následuje ten charakter jako přícuc. Dá to nějaký OCA line damage, to nepochopím, doteď nechápu, proč na tom závisí, nebo jaký je v tom smysl. Hold activates a multi-use cooking make off the cuff cookery mode. Place the cooking on the field, the cooking can absorb elemental attack. When the absorbed elemental energy hits a limit, his cooker can convert the ingredients placed within into wonderful food. She needs time to purchase new ingredients, so she can only make a certain number of dishes like this each week. The number of dishes can make resets every Monday. Okay. Constant of the cuff cookery, jo, to je o tom vaření, že může absorb elemental attacks and it will make things. Jsme si přečetli zrovna. Jo, to je literálně prostě jenom přesměrování na to. A Ultina, scoring cuts. Displaying her exceptional knife skills, Escoffier deals AoE cryo damage and restores HP to all nearby party members. Takže ona ještě bude healovat, vole. OK. I see how it is. Tak uvidíme, jak si povede takhle přímo. Já jsem se chtěl podívat. Affiliation Fontaine. Nikdy nestojí, jestli prostě ten... Je to vážně její ocas, že se to chová jako její ocas. A jako... Je nějaká jako speciální? Or is it just me? I don't know. Aspoň to přichází z jednoho trojkomba do dalšího relativně hladce. Oni zrovna zmizeli, takže to nikdo ani neobdržel ten damage. Wow. A jsem možná zrušil. Kdybych měl nějaký dobrý teammatey a nejenom samý kryo. Chudák Jinkyu tady musí tahat vodu aspoň all by himself. Tato zůstane. No, slušný damage. Okay. Ještě vyzkoušet tu hold function. Páté Dobrodružství. Já z toho se zrušil, ale... Dan... No vlastně dává taky, jak... Si jdeme ještě na Vio, když jsou to ty do těch 20 primogemů zdarma. Až takový voser to nebude, protože je jedna z nejsilnějších charakterů, který jsem kdy zažil. Bohužel to v Kazuhu nepočítám, protože toho jsem nezažil, protože to s tím nemám zkušenost osobní. Jo, zkušenosti z doslechu ostatních, co ho mají, jsou legendární. Si, hotovo. Easy business. Tak, další svorky zdarma. A tím máme hotovo. Takže si můžeme rovnou nandat a se s ní rozloučit. Mám dedikovaný low level tým. No, vy budete trošku přeskládání. Což no, určitě nebude vadit. Máme tady tyhle ty pany. Zapojím tam i tebe třeba. Tak, we have her. Escoffier, Ifa a Ororon v jednom díle. Kráso. To je fakt jako wow. Jsem prostě teďkon prostě jsem bez slov. Už jsem prostě vydal veškerou reakci a teďkon už nemám nic. Prostě na to nejde nic víc říct. Takže s touhletou trojitou bombou se s vámi loučím. Děkuji, že jste díval tento díl. Příště se uvidíme u side story questů pro Sumeřany nebo Fontaineny. To bude ode mě všechno. A dobrou noc.